Hi, Falcon Tech students. I'm here today, Beth Wheeler. I'm the Director of High School Programs at Boulder County Campus, here today to give you some information about applying for your Front Range degree and certificates. I have the names of those on the screen, so I'm going to use this screen and then two browser screens to show you how to apply for your certificates. And I have some pretty important news that you need to apply for these by the end of the workday tomorrow, July 31st. This is the first time I've had a chance to email you about applying. So as soon as you're done watching this video, make sure you get those applications filled out and submitted by the end of the workday tomorrow. That'll be 5 p.m. July 31st. All right, so we'll come back to the names you'll use in a few minutes. I'm going to switch over to my browser very quickly. And I want to show you that this link is in your email. This is where you'll start your applications. You are going to have to fill out 2 or 3 different applications for your degrees and the certificates that you have earned. So, one application for the degree, 1 application for a certificate, another application for a certificate. So that would be 3 applications that you have to fill out. You see here that it says the deadline is July 31st. I have a contact in the graduation department. They're the ones that these staff members are the ones that go through and check through the graduation, who told me that as long as it's submitted by the end of the day tomorrow by 5 o'clock on July 31st, you will be applying for the summer semester. The website gives a priority deadline, and then there are other departmental deadlines that aren't published here. So that's why it looks that way. So once you click on next, you'll show up to the second screen of the application. Every field must be filled. There's a red star by every field. So every single thing has to be filled in with a red star. Okay. So your first and last name, I'm just using myself as an example. Your S number here. The email account that you use most often, check most often, I would use that email account. So notice that I'm not using my Front Range account here. I'm using a personal account that I have on my phone. So if I get a question or an update from Front Range, I know I'll read that very easily in my personal email, my personal Gmail account. My best contact number, so that's my cell. I recommend using a number that is easy for you to use, where you would be able to accept a call from the college if they happen to call you with a question. This question here about receiving text messages, I went ahead and said yes, because I, again, want to receive all contact from the college. Then where your diploma or your certificate should be mailed to you. So I'm using my personal address. I recommend that you use your personal home address here with the correct information. You are graduating from Boulder County, the Boulder County campus. So that's the one I have marked here. And it does say fall 2020 here. So go ahead and mark that, but I'm going to contact my graduation department contact person, the staff person I mentioned to you before, and request that she process your accounts, your applications, wrong word there, that she process your degree and certificate applications for the summer semester. So please go ahead and just select fall there. The name as your name as you'd like to see it on your degree and your certificate. So I went ahead and put my middle name, but you don't have to. Notice it says optional there. And then if you have a junior or a third or a second at the end of your name, you can fill that in. There's no red star here, so no requirement that you fill in the suffix. I have no suffix. Women don't often have suffixes. I'm not filling that in. I want to also point out here that if you want your name to look different on your diploma than it is in your student account on record at the college, you'll have to complete this personal information change request form, as well as submitting the change up here. So just wanted to point that out. I'm not making any changes to my name, so I'm going to leave that alone. So as soon as that's all filled out, you're going to click on the next button. And here's where you will select your courses. I'm sorry, wrong word. Here's where you select the name of your degree and the name of your certificate. So I'm going to start with a certificate. Okay, I'm going to select certificate. If you're going to start with your AAS, you will select this one. But I'm going to start with my certificate. Remember, I said we'd come back to my PowerPoint slide. So here it is. And I'm going to apply for the programming certificate. So let me go back to browser. But notice on the application page, it does have this extra window. So if you need help finding the name of your degree or your certificate, you can get assistance there. But I'm helping you with my PowerPoint. So I'm going to put programming here. Because I chose certificate, it's asking me the name of my certificate. If I select AAS, it's asking me the name of my AAS. So you see how that radio button controls what you're putting in the certificate application. List other colleges from which credit is to be applied to degree or certificate. You have no other college credit except for Front Range, so you can leave that blank. Then you're going to read through these statements. I understand that my college-assigned email address is the official means of communication for FRCC. I am responsible for checking my email account via eWolf for updates. So I'm going to go ahead and click that because if the college decides to send all updates to my Front Range email account, I'm hoping now that I put my personal email in and I'm checking this box that I might get updates at both accounts. Check. I understand FRCC may also review my academic record for additional certificates I have not applied for and award as appropriate. I also understand when an award is posted for a program, that program curriculum will be closed. So you want to check that because you want the extra help that the college is providing for you to check for other certificates. And check. I understand I will not be eligible for financial aid for a certificate or degree I have already been awarded. Okay, and you're not dealing with any financial aid in the P-TECH program, so we'll go ahead and check that and just know that we've done that. You're going to sign your name, read the agreement at the end, of course. I won't read it to you now. And when you're ready to submit, you can click submit here. If you want to save and resume later, you can do that as well. But I would just go ahead and finish the application and submit. I'm not going to do that at this moment because I'm not applying for this certificate for real, but you should get a verification screen to show that you applied for the certificate. And I totally recommend that you take a screenshot of that verification screen with your phone before you go back and start your new application. Because remember, if I started with my certificate, now I have to go back and start all the way over, go back to this original starting page, and now I'm going to apply again for my AAS degree. Okay, so you're going to do that 2, if not 3 times. Let's go back to the PowerPoint just so we can review what you're applying for. So Abraham, I have in my records that you are pursuing the Computer Information Systems AAS. So when you apply for your degree, you will put that in. And Katie and Ricky and Hasiel, you are applying for the Programming AAS when you apply for your degree. And then there are 2 certificates that I see that you should be eligible for based on the courses you've completed for your AAS. The certificates stack into the degrees. So go ahead and apply both for the programming certificate and also the web developer certificate. So apply for those 3, all 4 of you. I missed Abraham's name at the top. If you have any questions or want my assistance with your application this evening, I'm going to give you my personal cell. You can please text and ask if I can help you. I'd be happy to stand by via WebEx to help you to fill this out. So feel free to text me and say, hey, can you help me with my degree and my degree application and my certificate application? I'd be happy to do that. So go ahead and text me at my number. I used to live in Pennsylvania. That's why I have that weird number. You can also email me tomorrow to set something up. I have some time in the afternoon to help you fill out your application. So if you email me, again, I'll set up a time with you. I'm happy to, again, we can have a WebEx session and I'll just sit and watch you fill it out so that you feel comfortable with what you're doing. And what was the other thing I was going to tell you? I guess that is all. So that's how you can get in contact with me today, the rest of the afternoon, and tomorrow. And then if you don't apply for these by the end of the day tomorrow, you're going to have to apply for a fall 2020 graduation, which means you won't receive your degree and certificate until probably December. Okay. I think that's all I have. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a positive positive experience filling out those applications. It shouldn't take you any more than, I would say, 15 minutes or so. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.